You deploy your web application, wait 10 minutes for the build to complete, only to discover a typo on your homepage. Sound familiar? What if I told you there's a platform that can deploy your changes in under 30 seconds with zero configuration required? Today we're diving deep into Vercel, the deployment platform that's revolutionizing how developers ship web applications. Whether you're a solo developer working on your first project or part of a team building the next big thing, understanding Vercel could completely transform your development workflow. We'll explore not just what Vercel does, but why it's become the go-to choice for millions of developers worldwide and how it's changing the entire landscape of web deployment. At its core, Vercel is a cloud platform designed for front-end frameworks and static sites, but it's evolved into something much more powerful. Founded by Guillermo Rauch in 2015, originally as Zeit, Vercel has grown from a simple static site host into a comprehensive platform that handles everything from edge computing to serverless functions. The company rebranded to Vercel in 2020, taking the name of their open-source Next.js framework, which gives you a hint about their deep integration with modern React development. What makes Vercel special isn't just speed, though that's certainly impressive. It's the entire philosophy of making deployment invisible to developers. Think about traditional deployment workflows. You write code, commit to Git, trigger a build process, wait for compilation, push to staging, test, then deploy to production. Each step is manual, each step can fail, and each failure means starting over. Vercel collapses this entire pipeline into a single Git push. But here's where it gets really interesting. Vercel doesn't just deploy your code to a single server somewhere. It distributes your application across their global edge network, which spans over 100 locations worldwide. When a user in Tokyo visits your site, they're not waiting for a response from a server in Virginia. They're getting content delivered from the nearest edge location, often resulting in page load times under 100 milliseconds. Let's talk about their preview deployments feature, which might be the most game-changing aspect of the platform. Every pull request automatically gets its own unique URL with a fully functional version of your application. Imagine you're working on a new feature. Instead of describing changes to your team or stakeholders, you send them a link to see the actual feature running in production-like environment. They can click through, test functionality, and provide feedback before anything touches your main branch. This isn't just convenient, it fundamentally changes how teams collaborate on web projects. The serverless functions capability takes this even further. You can write backend logic directly in your front-end repository, and Vercel automatically provisions and scales the server infrastructure. Need to process form submissions, handle authentication, or integrate with third-party APIs? Write a simple JavaScript function, put it in your API folder, and Vercel handles the rest. No server management, no scaling concerns, no DevOps complexity. Let's walk through a real example. Say you're building an e-commerce site with Next.js. Your product pages need to be lightning fast for SEO and user experience, but your checkout process needs to be secure and handle dynamic data. Vercel Static Generation handles your product pages, pre-rendering them at build time for maximum speed. Your API routes for cart management and payment processing become serverless functions that scale automatically with demand. And your entire application deploys to the edge network, ensuring customers worldwide get the same fast experience. The analytics and monitoring built into Vercel provide insights you typically need third-party tools for. Real user metrics, core web vitals, function performance, and detailed error tracking are all included. You can see exactly how your application performs for users in different geographic locations and identify bottlenecks before they impact user experience. What's particularly clever about Vercel's approach is how they've optimized for modern development workflows. Their integration with GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket is seamless. Connect your repository once, and every push automatically triggers a deployment. But it's not just about automation. Their build system is specifically tuned for JavaScript frameworks. Whether you're using Next.js, React, Vue, Angular, or even vanilla JavaScript, Vercel understands your project structure and optimizes accordingly. The pricing model deserves mention because it reflects their developer-first philosophy. The hobby tier is genuinely free and generous enough for personal projects and small applications. You get unlimited static deployments, serverless functions, and preview deployments without paying anything. This removes the traditional barrier of entry where you need to invest in hosting before you can even experiment with deployment. For teams and businesses, their Pro and Enterprise tiers add collaboration features, enhanced analytics, and priority support, but the core deployment experience remains the same. This means you can start with Vercel for free, build your application, and scale your hosting alongside your business without migrating platforms. One aspect that's often overlooked is how Vercel handles environment variables and secrets. Different environments need different configuration, and managing this securely across development, staging, and production can be complex. Vercel's dashboard lets you configure environment variables per deployment environment, and they're encrypted and securely injected during build time. No more committing API keys to Git repositories or complex secret management systems. The community and ecosystem around Vercel are thriving. Because they maintain Next.js, they're constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible with React and web development in general. Features like incremental static regeneration, which allows you to update static content without full rebuilds, originated from Vercel's innovation. This means when you use Vercel, you're not just getting today's features, you're getting early access to the future of web development. Vercel represents more than just a deployment platform. It's a vision of how web development should work in 2024 and beyond. By removing the friction between writing code and serving users, developers can focus on building great experiences instead of managing infrastructure. The combination of global edge deployment, serverless computing, and seamless Git integration creates a development experience that feels almost magical. Whether you're building your first web application or you're a seasoned developer tired of complex deployment pipelines, Vercel offers a glimpse into the future of web development where great ideas can go from concept to global deployment in minutes, not hours. If you found this deep dive helpful and want to stay updated on the latest web development tools and platforms, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. What deployment platform are you currently using, and what's your biggest deployment challenge? Let me know in the comments below.